We have a fascinating mystery on our hands. As, according to one historical source, a forgotten volcano might not only exist in plain sight in India, but also explosively erupted and was observed doing as much in 1757. And, I am not referring to the active Barren Island volcano which has been observed erupting multiple times during 21st century, nor am I referring to the Andaman volcano which is potentially active although no one has yet conclusively proven that it has erupted during the Holocene epoch. We need to move far away from the Andaman Islands to a spot fairly close offshore of the major city of Puducherry. There, on January 20 of 1757 the following report was made. Just before we sailed from Pondicherry, fires broke out on the surface of the sea 3 leagues from that place, throwing up pumice stones, and other combustibles, and forming an island of a league long and of the same breadth, which increased to a considerable height, with a volcano, making a most hideous noise, like thunder, or great guns, and a cloud proceeding from it, breaking into small rain of sand instead of water. Seen by a ship's crew, who saw a prodigious flashing of fire, which smelt of brimstone, and heard a most astonishing noise. Afterwards a vast quantity of fish was perceived dead on the sea, and appeared broiled. Sailing a little further, they met with such quantities of pumice stones, that it was hardly possible to make through them. At the same time they discerned land, but it appeared to them as a cloud of fire and smoke on the surface of the sea, and the cloud ascending into the air, distilled in showers of rain, which brought abundance of sand on their ship's deck. That historical report is published in the Annual Register of 1758 notes a number of aspects typically associated with a shallow submarine and silica-rich volcanic eruption. Reason I say silica-rich is due to the report of pumice, which while pumice can form from varying compositions of lava, they tend to mostly form in association with lavas within this yellow-shaded compositional range. The report of being a mere 3 leagues or 16.67 kilometers from the shoreline is potentially inaccurate, with some reports noting an unusual raised submarine structure that could be the volcano in question as much as 99 kilometers offshore. Despite being far from an active plate boundary, this portion of India's continental rise is experiencing motion which is consistent with a rift basin slowly spreading apart to the northwest and southeast. Theoretically create a series of lengthy fault lines which act as a path of least resistance that magma could intrude into. In this case, the reported eruption may have occurred on a feature known as the Moyar Bhavaniad or lineament. This lineament is visible via a chain of raised topographic features, meaning at a minimum I can't rule out that a volcanic eruption, however unlikely, could have occurred there. Have been noted seeping upwards through faults, primarily via rising methane. All that is needed for the methane to ignite was for a minor electric shock to be generated.